Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 15th of April, 2024. A fun streaming day with good variety. And I actually came up with an idea during the middle of the day that I'd like to propose tonight on the Daily Wrap. I'll talk more about it during tomorrow's podcast to see about what kind of interest we got. But it's something that's new that I think I'd like to try at the end of this streaming week. Okay, so let's talk. First of all, on today's Level 1 podcast, I didn't have too much particularly to talk about. You know, we talked about React Day, and I'm trying to get some ideas for new content for that the React channel, because right now it's really just the once a week clip show. You know, last year I had good ideas for content that didn't really work out. You know, long form reacts, people got bored of them. Tier makers, people stopped caring about them. So I'm just trying to field some ideas, and hopefully people will give me feedback on what they'd like to see on the React channel. More likely, I'm going to end up putting a video up over there specifically about that to try to get more feedback. Outside of that, I gave basically my general thoughts and impressions without spoilers on the Fallout TV series, which my wife and I completed watching last night, with the idea that I am going to review it fully by the end of the streaming week over on the React channel. And I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But outside of that, there were some shout outs, there was some discussion, and overall it was a pretty good day on the podcast. And then we swung over to Helldivers 2. And Helldivers 2 today, great progress. We started out at like level 11, and by the end of the stream, I was already level 15, so great progress. It's kind of weird because, man, let me tell you with that game, the way it works, you can literally jump into someone's game and start from the very beginning, play for 30 minutes, finish the game, get a good reward, or you could drop into someone's game in the last 2 minutes, just fire your weapon 4 times, evacuate, and get the same exact rewards. I don't really understand how that works. It's very bizarre that they made it like that. Because honestly, today, there was a few matches I dropped in. It was already the end of the match. I helped as much as I could at the end. I don't feel like I made much of a dent in anything, but I got tons of rewards for it. And I was like, not sure it should work like that. I don't know. Maybe that's something that they'll tweak or fix in the future. But I mean, I reaped the benefits of it, so not really complaining. Yes, there was one idiotic troll today who it didn't matter because they tried to kill me or prevent me from escaping. We still escaped the planet. I still got the credit. They just wasted their time because they're a fucking moron, and I learned how to block people, so I blocked them after that, and I won't have to deal with them ever again. Overall, great progress today. I unlocked a bunch of new stratagems, but at the end of the stream, I unlocked the orbital laser, the Eagle Strike 500 kilogram bomb, and then also the shield that you could put down and create a force field to protect your whole team. I've seen people in the meta of this game, you know, much higher than me using these things frequently, so I'm assuming these are really good. I cannot wait to start, using them myself next time I play, because I actually unlocked them right at the tail end of the stream. They were all like level 15 things to buy. So good stuff there, and looking forward to trying that out next time around. But overall, good attendance, good support, everyone engaged. Helldivers 2 is still doing pretty good, which is a good thing. The late stream tonight was the conclusion of Alone in the Dark. This was the second run of the game with Emily, rather than the first character, Carnby, who I had already beaten it with. So this run took 6 hours instead of 10. Carnby's took way more because I was thoroughly investigating all the collectibles, and I was reading and listening to all the logs. And in this case, almost all the stuff is completely identical. There's 2 major differences between the Emily run and the Carnby run. The cutscenes are different because a lot of them are catered towards Emily and her interaction with the people in the building rather than Carnby. And at the very end of the game, there's a specific area that's specific to Carnby or Emily. With Carnby, he was reliving his past, remembering the fact that as a detective once, he had made a bad decision, had basically left someone to drown. Come to find out the guy was not a bad guy, and this directly ties into someone in the Derceto building that he's investigating. So that's his own little thing that goes on for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. Emily has exactly the same thing, where she's actually imagining she's going through the trenches of war, trying to find her lost husband, only to find out he never died in a war. This is a misremembrance of hers. He actually died in Derceto. And so she has this whole scene about it. Basically what happened was I did get one secret ending, which I'm happy at because I didn't think I could get any secret endings. I was able to get one. And then we did the standard ending with Emily, which then popped a bunch of other achievements. I'll say this. I enjoyed the game, but man, I definitely wish that the 2 runs had more difference to them. They're almost identical in almost every way. But I did enjoy the game overall. And, I give my final thoughts and everything on the stream. So I hope you'll check that out. Okay. Now, my idea. Excuse me. Here's my idea I came up with, a little preview of it. On Wednesday night, my late stream is open. I don't currently have anything scheduled for it in stone. It's an open night. Well, I said I want to review Fallout, the TV series. And I was thinking to myself, man, I got a lot to say about it. Likely my review is going to be half an hour or 40 minutes long. That's a long standalone video for me to be doing after a stream. It's going to get me stuck in this office for a very long time. In addition, because I like this show a lot, I'm going to want to get feedback. And a lot of the times, I'll be honest, I don't really get a lot of video comments. So I don't get a lot of discussion going about things I'm interested in. And particularly, I don't want to talk about the Fallout TV show on my podcasts because people won't have seen it yet. And if I do that, I'm spoiling the show for them. And I don't want to do that, okay? So I had an epiphany. I was like, wait a minute. On Wednesday night, I can do a late night stream on DSP React, my sister channel. And on that stream, I can discuss my thoughts about the series, what I liked, what I didn't like in my overall review. And then live on that stream, I can have an interactive discussion with my audience about it. What did they like? What they didn't like? You prefer the lore of the games? Do you prefer the lore of the show? Did you like the differences? Did you hate the differences? Is there a way to justify the differences? You know, like there's a lot to talk about. I'm now excited because there's so much interesting discussion that can be had about Fallout now, which we haven't had in some time because Fallout's been floundering with nothing new since Fallout 76. And finally, with new Fallout media, it's exciting to talk about it again. So I'm thinking, let's do a late night stream, 2 hours of chill for like half an hour to 45 minutes. I'll give you my overall thoughts about the series. And then we'll go fully interactive. If people contribute, I'll do shout outs. We'll talk about it. And the thing is, it'll be spoiler full. So everyone will know if you attend that stream, be sure you've watched the show or you don't care about spoilers because we're going to talk all about the show on that stream. And the cool thing is, then we'll get that interaction. We'll get that discussion going. And I won't have to talk about it again on my podcast with people all, oh, I wonder what Phil thought or whatever. Because I'll say, hey, I already did it. It's over on that channel. It's full of spoilers. Go, if you don't care about spoilers, go check it out. But if you do, ignore it, right? There you go. So I think it's a good idea. Well, let me know what you think in the comments of this video. I'll also bring this up on my podcast tomorrow. If it seems like we have enough support for that, then I will probably do that on Wednesday night. Okay? I think having 2 hours of, me reviewing and interactively talking with people and discussing the show, a 2-hour kind of back and forth interactive discussion is going to be much better than just me blabbing about the show and my opinions for 45 minutes. Okay? All right. So, guys, that is it. Tomorrow is Tuesday the 16th, and we got some interesting stuff. On the first stream, it's going to be the premiere of a game called Harold Halibut. This is a game that's coming out on Game Pass. I tried to get it tonight. It's not out yet, okay? It does say it's coming out tomorrow, so hopefully by the morning, it'll be live and I'll be able to download it. It's a game completely made in claymation. Seriously, the entire game is claymation. And I guess what it is an adventure game where you walk around an undersea like ship or something, or a spaceship. I'm not sure what it is yet. But you're basically doing point-and-click adventure-style stuff, puzzles and things. I'm curious to see what it is and if it's any good. If we play it tomorrow and it's not very good, it's boring, it doesn't catch on, we don't ever have to play it again. But I'd at least like to give it a try. It's something completely unique, and people have been asking me, would I try more unique-style, indie, smaller games? Sure, this one's on Game Pass. Why not give it a shot and at least see if anyone likes it? I'll give it a go. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow night, something completely different than that. On the late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the return of Street Fighter 6. Blanca, all night long, 2+ hours, trying to get better with him, trying to get back into the swing of things, trying to get my bearings back with the character, and I'm hoping that I can get better execution and stuff. So Blanca, tomorrow night. Okay, everybody? Thank you. Great streaming day today. Hope to see you tomorrow for completely different styles of stuff. Everyone, please have a good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Peace out.